up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with a remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students.
Hello dear students. Today we will study Mathematics Part 1 of Standard 9, Chapter number 2, Real Numbers. Real numbers includes natural number, the counting number 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on are called natural numbers, which we had seen in the previous chapter set. In set form it can be written as n is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. It also includes whole number. Again, we had seen this whole number in the previous chapter. The union of set of natural numbers and 0 is a set of whole numbers. In a set form, it can be written as W is a set of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Integers. The set of natural numbers 0 and opposite of all natural number is a set of integers. In a set form it can be written as I is a set of dot 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 minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 0 1 2 3 4 dot dot dot. Real number also includes rational number. If p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0, then the number p upon q is called as a rational number. In set chapter, it is denoted with an letter q. And how it can be written? It can be written as q is a set of p upon q such that p, q is an integer and q is not equals to 0. In the definition of rational number, the condition is q is not equals to 0, which is compulsory. It also includes irrational number. The numbers which is not rational number is called as an irrational number. Therefore, we can say natural number is a subset of whole number is a subset of integer is a subset of rational number, and they all are a subset of real numbers. Let us start with practice set 2.1. Main question 1. Classify the decimal form of the given numbers into terminating and non-terminating recurring type. If you remember, in your lower class, we had studied about terminating type of numbers and non-terminating type of numbers. Let us revise them first. Terminating type of number means those numbers which have finite number of digits after the decimal point, and non-terminating recurring type means the digit after the decimal point keeps repeating itself infinitely. If you remember, in the lower class, when we wanted to classify the decimal form of the given number into terminating and non-terminating, what we used to do? We used to divide the numerator by the denominator, and then we can classify the decimal form whether it is a terminating or non-terminating. Here in 9th standard, what we will do? We will classify this decimal form by its denominator. If the denominator will be a prime factor of 5 or 2 or 5 and 2, we will say that decimal form is a terminating type of number, and if not, we will say these are non-terminating recurring type of number. Let us start with sum number 1, 13 upon 5. We will start with the solution. 13 upon 5. Here the denominator of the fraction is 5. That is, a prime factor of the denominator is 5. Therefore, we can say 13 upon 5 is of terminating type. In the same way, second sum, 2 upon 11. Solution, 2 upon 11. Here the denominator of the given fraction is 11. The prime factor of the denominator is not 2 or 5. Therefore, we can say 2 upon 11 is of non-terminating recurring type. Sum number 3, 29 upon 16. Now here also the denominator is 16 and it is a prime factor of 2. Therefore, we can say 29 upon 16 is of terminating type. Sum number 4, 17 upon 125. Here the denominator what we got, that is 125, and the prime factor of the denominator is 5. Therefore, here also we can say 17 upon 125 is of terminating type. Total 5 sums are there. Fifth sum you will be doing it by your own. Main question 2. Write the following rational number into decimal form. Now they will be giving us rational number. We have to write in a decimal form. How we will do that? The numerator we will divide it by the denominator. Here the numerator is 127 and denominator is 200. Means it can be written in this way. Now divisor 200 is greater than the dividend. What we will do? First we will take the decimal and then 200 into 6 will be 1200. Remainder we got 70, we can take 1 0. 200 into 3 will be 600. Remainder we got 100. We can take 1 0, it became 1000. 200 into 5 will become 1000. Means here the remainder we got 0, means we will stop. And this decimal form what we got is of terminating type. Therefore final answer we will write 127 upon 200 equals to 0.635. Let us start with the second sum. 25 divided by 99. Here also the dividend is smaller than the divisor. Again we will start with a decimal point. And here we see the remainder what we got 25 is the same number what earlier we had started with. It means from the starting point the numbers what we got after the decimal are recurring. Means this is an example of a non-terminating recurring type. We will write our final answer as 127 divided by 200 equals to 0.25 recurring. In the same way you will solve the remaining sum of this main question 2. Main question 3. Write the following rational number in P upon Q form. Now they will be giving us a rational number in a decimal form and they had said us to write in a fraction, means in P upon Q form. Let us start with sum number 1. Sum number 1 is 0.6 recurring. We will start with the solution. We will write the same value 0.6 recurring. Now the value what they had given 0.6 recurring, we will consider this value as x. Therefore we will write let x equals to 0.6 recurring. After considering that value as x, we will see how many digits are getting repeated or how many digits are recurring digits. Here in this sum, we have only one recurring digit, that is 6. We will specify that. We will write here 6 is the only recurring digit, and therefore what we will do, as only one digit is getting repeated or a recurring, we will multiply this on both the hand side by 10. Suppose instead of 1, if 2 digits are getting repeated, what we must have done? We must have multiplied both the hand side by 100. And in the same way, if 3 digits are getting repeated, we will multiply both the hand side by 1000. Here only one digit was getting repeated, that is 6. Therefore we had written multiplying both the side by 10. Now after multiplying, we will get 10 into x equals to 10 into 0.6 recurring. And after multiplication we will get 10x equals to 6.6 recurring. After multiplication, now what we will do? We will subtract the assumed value from the value what we got after the multiplication. Means that x equals to 0.6 recurring will be subtracted from 10x equals to 6.6 recurring. How it will be written? It will be written as 10x minus x equals to 6.6 recurring minus 0.6 recurring, and after subtraction we will get 9x equals to 6. Now 9 has to be shifted to the right hand side. It will be written as x equals to 6 upon 9. Further we can write it in a simplest form. It will be written as x equals to 2 upon 3. The value of x 2 upon 3 we got in a P upon Q form. Therefore we will write our final answer as 0.6 recurring is equals to 2 upon 3. Sum number 2, 0.37. Again the value given is in a decimal form and we have to write it in a fraction, means we have to write in P upon Q form. Let us start with the solution. We will write the same value what they had given, 0.37 recurring, and the given value we will consider it as x. Therefore next line we will write let x equals to 0.37 recurring. After considering the given value as x, what we will see? We will see how many digits are getting repeated. Here in this sum, 2 digits are getting repeated, means 2 recurring digit we have. And which are those 2 digits? Those 2 digits are 3 and 7. We will write here 3 and 7 are the 2 recurring digits. Now 2 digits are getting repeated, means what we will do? we will multiply both the hand side by 100. Means we will write 100 into x equals to 100 into 0.37 recurring. And after multiplication we will get 100x equals to 37.37 recurring. Once if multiplication is done, what we will do the next step? The assumed value we will subtract from this value. We will write 100x minus x equals to 37.37 recurring minus 0.37 recurring. And after subtracting we will get 99x equals to 37. Now 99 has to be shifted to the right hand side. It will be written as x equals to 37 upon 99, which further cannot be solved. We will write our final answer as 0.37 recurring equals to 37 upon 99. Now similar way you will do sum number 3 and 4. Now we are moving to sum number 5. 2.514 recurring. Let us start with the solution. We will write 2.514 recurring. Again we will take this value as x. We will write x equals to 2.514 recurring. Again we will observe after the decimal how many digits are there. Here we have total 3 digits. Therefore what we will do? We will multiply both the side by 1000. What we will write? We will write here 5, 1 and 4 are the 3 recurring digits. So multiply both the side by 1000. And after multiplying both the side by 1000, what we will get? We will get 1000x equals to 1000 into 2.514 recurring. And after multiplication on the right hand side, we will get 1000x equals to 2514.514 recurring. Now after multiplication, we will do subtraction. We will write 1000x minus x equals to 2514.514 recurring minus 2.514 recurring. And after subtraction we will get 999x equals to 2512. Now we will shift that 999 on the other side. We will get x equals to 2512 upon 999, which can further be not divisible. Therefore we will write our final answer as 2.514 recurring equals to 2512 upon 999. In this video, we completed practice set 2.1. Few sum of practice set 2.1 which are similar are given as homework. I hope you all had understood the topic what we covered in this video. Thank you.